I'm over it. I'm over living alone. And it's become really hard to come to that realization, but I think in the last couple of months it is just a fact now. This is not for me anymore. It's not what it's cut out to be. Actually, I do think living alone has its pros and that you do learn a lot about yourself. But I've learned it. And I'm over it. I am desperate to like go back and live with family and live with people because I've been living alone for 2 years now, and I've been in this apartment for over a year, and it has not. It don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I love living alone. I consider myself a homebody, a very independent person. I have furnished this apartment completely on my own. Things have happened. I've learned. I've grown. But I think it was like 90% smooth sailing. It really was. I furnished it. I made it cozy and warm and welcoming. And truthfully, it has come to the point where I just want to be around people at night. At night has become such a terror to me. Not out of like I'm scared that like something's gonna happen. I've already had someone try to break in. It was not as bad as all that. It was literally just an intoxicated person. But it was fine. They apologized. Anyway, the point is, being here alone at night as a young woman is not what I want to do anymore. It is not the life I want to lead anymore, which sucks because now I'm thinking about the fact that I would love to live in other countries alone. But the older I get, the more fearful and anxious I get. And I'm like, dang, I should have done this when I was younger. I could have, but I didn't. Either way, I feel like living alone is a good thing, especially when you're young. And it is something you should do, especially if you want to get to know a city or if you want to get to know who you are. There's other ways to do that. You don't have to live alone to do those things or anything like that. You can have roommates, you can have family with you, you can live with a spouse, whatever the heck is your situation. But I don't even have pets. I have plants, but I just know that I do not have the bandwidth for a pet right now or in the last year or 2 years. But I have been really lonely at night. It's really sucked. Like, I don't have, this is so vulnerable, but I look around at this huge apartment and I'm so grateful. But there are definitely cons to this because although I love this apartment and it has brought me so many good moments and memories, I think it is time to wrap it up and go back home because I need that right now. I think my brain is yearning for that right now. Or my whole body is actually, because the reactions my body has been giving me to like just everything, and I feel like it is so big and it is such a like testament to how strong the brain is because I have just been, my skin has just been crawling. I just need to be like back home, and I have loved living here and I've loved living in Miami by myself. And I guess the difference is in Miami, I had a community. I was surrounded by family, and I was not family, like found family, like friends, co-workers. I was just always around people that I had connections with. And here, I don't have anyone. And I wish I did, but I don't. I haven't made any friends in this city, really. And that's okay because I work with little kids. I'm not trying to be friends with little kids, like outside of work. And it's been a really good opportunity. I'm grateful for this past year because although I live about 45-ish minutes from my family, I have been able to spend so much time with them and able to reconnect and really like reconstruct and heal and just like spend time with them and really cherish it and really appreciate it, especially as my parents get older. And I have cousins and nephews, and I don't know, I just think it's time. I think it's time because I think I could have kept going in Miami with my community, but here I moved here because I wanted to be close to family, but not so close that they would, kind of like knock down my door, but like I still wanted to, and that's what last year was for me. Last year was the opportunity to reconnect with family, and I feel like I did that successfully. I have the best relationship with my dad that I've ever had, and same with my sister, and getting to know my nephew. I wasn't there when he was born or when he like started doing those first year baby things, and now I've been able to see him grow, and all of these things have been so precious to me, and it makes me want to cry. But still, I think it's time to go back home, and I truly feel like, although it was, I don't regret. I think my dad was telling me the other day, because I spoke to him yesterday. He was like, why did you even move into an apartment? You should have gotten a house. You should have done this, that, and the third. And I really didn't want to set roots anywhere. Obviously, this isn't a permanent situation. Apartments are meant to be temporary. However, I wasn't ready to move out just yet, or to go back just yet, when January rolled around and my lease ended for that year. Like, just to give you context of what I'm going through right now, I signed, thank God, a 6.5 or 7 month lease from mid-December to July. So now I'm here until then, and I have a contract. And although I'm human and we can make mistakes and want to like go back on certain things, I do feel like I'm a man of my word. I'm a woman of my word, 95% of the time. But this was something where I was like, for my own sanity, because I feel like my anxiety is at a point where it's getting so difficult to do normal things. I need to go spend time with my family and be around my family, because that is what has always pulled me out of those really dark mental episodes. If you don't know, if you have a lease and you've signed a contract, it is very difficult to get out of it unless there's extraneous circumstances, or I don't know. The point is, I tried to get out of it. They weren't having it without a huge fee, which kind of part of the reason why it has been so anxious living here is because of how expensive it is. Truly. And it's always been that way. I have a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment, and I'm one person, and it is, I'm grateful. It's beautiful and it's big, but I kind of had this mindset, just thinking ahead of the future and thinking about connecting with my family. Truly, when I moved here, was I can't wait to have, my family stay over. I can't wait to have my brother maybe stay over, and my sister too, and their spouses and their kids. Like, I want space for family. And although I didn't have family stay over as much as I had wanted, now it seems like everybody wants to stay over. When I'm having my little episode, everyone's like, yay, let's go over and let's stay. And I'm like, what? Where were you guys? I've been here for a full year. So although I do feel like it's worth it in the sense that I made space for family, and I always wanted them to feel welcome, that they always have like space here, because I always want my home to feel like that. And I feel like this was definitely a good trial run on what my own home could look like. And now I know the potential I have, because I have gotten nothing but praise from living here, and I'm so grateful for that. I've been able to do a lot, and I've been able to really kind of curate it to not only feel like me, but feel cozy and feel welcoming and feel warm. And I'm really proud of myself for that. But it is expensive. I didn't need a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. I felt that I wanted a space for family, not considering that, hey, that was going to kind of, eat up a lot of your, income. And although God's got me, and God's always got me, and I'm really grateful for that, I just think that it's been enough is enough. And I'm like, okay, this situation, I'd rather be, at this point currently, I'd rather be putting the money that I'm spending on rent into a home, into a place where, even though I might not live there forever, it would be a place where maybe I could rent one day. This is the things that my dad was telling me. Maybe I could, just a home where it could be mine, and it could feel mine, and I could have something to my name. And I would love that. And it doesn't even, and I can tell my family misses me, and I can tell that, you know, I really miss them. I could say that for a fact. But yeah, I think it's time to just go back home and be there. And I think it's been really interesting because I have 4 months left on this lease. 4 whole months, and I've been really open about speaking about this with my family and my cousins and everyone, because I think that's healthy, and that's what's been helping me get through this. Usually I keep everything to myself. Everything that's going on personally, whatever, always stays within my heart. Maybe I'll share it with friends, but because of my mental state, I have been so open, and I think that that's the healthiest thing I can do, and that's something I learned a long time ago. I went to therapy, expensive, but I felt like I at least needed to speak to a professional at least once. And I've been talking, and I've been open, and I've been, you know, I'm making a video now, and I've been in prayer, and I've just been like trying to figure out this, you know, this situation, because I feel trapped. And I can't even tell you, like, they want, in order to break this lease, they want 2 times the rent plus that month's rent. And honestly, if you calculate the amount of months I have left, it doesn't make any sense. Like, I might as well stay for those months because I'll be paying for that anyway. So I'm like, let me just stay the 4 months and, you know, just go through it. But... And another reason I wanted to stay was because I do also have a contract with my school, my job. That ends basically at the same time as my lease, because that ends when school ends, and that's when my lease ends, the summer. So I found more reason to stay. And I'm going through this thing where I just feel like I'm in a box and it's closing in on me. And I'm like, where do I go? Where do I turn? I don't like not having options here. I want to be with family. I want to be with them and spend time with them, because time is precious, and I want to spend it with them, blah, blah, blah. That's where my mind is at right now. That's what my body feels. My body's reacting to it really strongly. And yeah, I just want to go back. That's all I want to do. And again, I love this apartment. I love everything, but I love my job too. But, and my job is, you know, here. I really want to go back, and I will. And I will, but it's been so hard. I've been taking these super long, burning, like hot like the sun showers that have been kind of helping me with anxiety, and they have just kind of been calming me down. I've been taking these hot, crazy hot showers every single night just to the best type of hot showers is when I can get my whole head wet. And truthfully, I only wash my hair like once a week at most. Now it's been like once every week and a half, 2 weeks, just because I want my hair to like get the best chance that it can. Like, I shouldn't be wetting it. I shouldn't be washing it all the time. But yeah, it has been so beneficial doing that. And just like trying to calm down. I've been in prayer. Me and God have been talking. It has been so intense for me. But yeah, I really just want, and I'm going on this trip that was planned months ago to New York, and I'm taking my sister for her birthday. I was super excited at the thought of taking her back to our birth state, which is New York, and taking our cousin. And I'm so excited for that trip, but I can't even be excited for that trip because like the emotion of like this whole situation and the emotion of that are like fighting each other. They're like, don't go, like, don't, that doesn't make sense. But I'm also like, are you crazy? Like, it doesn't even matter the money and everything. Like, the money's spent, but like, I don't mind that. I'm just saying that I should be able to enjoy something with my sister and my cousin, you know, family, on a trip, and not have to feel like this situation with the house is closing in on me. But also it's only 4 months, and I feel like I've already decided, and the rain has been helping me with this, because this apartment has huge windows and nowhere else like, I don't know, it's just so beautiful to me. And I think that I'm gonna take advantage of these next 4 months. If I'm stuck here, then we're gonna make the most of it. We're gonna treat this like an amazing place, where Joe's place, where people can come and enjoy. I'm planning tea parties for my aunts to come and enjoy and have tea in my space, and I'm planning sleepovers. I'm with my cousins and with my sister. I'm planning potentially game nights, a dinner perhaps for a friend of mine. Like, I am planning all these things so that I can use this space and enjoy it to the fullest, because if I'm here, I'm here. And honestly, I love this city, and I love that my family is close enough to visit and to enjoy with me. So I'm excited about all of that, and I need to keep focusing on that and not the fact that I'm here. So potentially by the summer, my sister has already been preparing a bedroom in her house for me. And I just think that really plays into, like, I'm so wealthy. I'm so wealthy. I have places to go. I have my mom's parents' house, my sister's house. They have rooms, whole rooms for me. And that is so beautiful. And that's so real. And I just love that so much. And yeah. I just can't wait because that's going to be a moment too. And I do feel like God was doing something there, because it's always February that, like, depression, anxiety hit the hardest for me. And I don't feel like I'm a seasonal depression person, but during these times is when, like, realizations hit. I don't know why. Or like things get a little like that. But I think about these next 4 months, and I think about how it has been very pivotal for me, because I have now been set on a new journey, and that journey is a master's degree. I'm applying to Florida State, and that could potentially be such a new space for me. A master's degree. I don't think had this situation happened, would I ever feel comfortable doing school, working, and also trying to take care of a whole house or apartment. I think that this has fallen into place where, starting in the fall or August, where I would potentially be working on another degree for 2 years, that would set me in the position to, if you watch my TikToks, then you know, to be a school counselor. Because I feel like that is something that didn't fall in my lap, but it's just such a progression of things. I have been working in schools since I was 22, I think, and now I'm 27. And I think that all the information that I've learned and all the positions that I've had within the school system have all been different and have all taught me something, and I think it's good. And I'm excited to finally have a place, an office of my own, a title of my own, to work in a school again. I work in a school now, but to work towards something like this, I had not considered out of high school. I had not considered in college. And maybe it's just probably because I hadn't considered a master's. But now, living comfortably with my family again, it is more than an open door for me. I don't think that I would do that had my situation my feelings about living alone changed. I don't think I would have pursued a master's degree if I continued to live alone for the next couple years. So it's really interesting how things happen. And I think that would be a position I'm really good at. You also know, I'm trying to talk about the good here, the good things in the future. As you also know, I have a book coming out this year. We have a kind of timeline for April, May. So just about when the things are slowing down for this, right when I'm going back home to family and things are just, but I believe in being nice to things that are nice to you, that have given to you. So I don't want to speak ill of this apartment or speak down on it, because truthfully it's beautiful, and truthfully it has given me so much and taught me so much and been good. It's been great, honestly. I feel like maybe I've misinterpreted. Please don't misunderstand. It has been beautiful here. So I think it's me. It's me. It's not you. It's me. I hope to continue to have a good standing with the people here, although I tried to bring my waist early, and I retracted on that. I was like, hey, never mind. I'm going to stay. Like, I asked them to waive the fee, but they wouldn't. Anyway, because I do think had that happened, I would have gone back home right away. But then I don't know what would have happened with my job, because I would have been an hour away from my job. And it's already difficult to get there on time, being only 15 minutes away. So it's something. I think this is good. I just think it's hard right now. It is hard right now because here I am alone at night, holding back tears because I want to be with my family. And yeah, I never thought I'd feel this way. I had the most amazing time last year and the year before that, living alone. Perfectly fine, never struggled at night, was great. And I could say that this is a moment, but this has been a feeling for the past 3 months now. It's just reaching a peak right now, and I do feel like it'll calm down and the next 4 months will be fine. But I now understand that about myself, and it is something that's going to help me make decisions moving forward. But yeah, living alone has been really interesting. I've been making meals, cleaning. These are things that I would just do in my room, but now it's just on a larger scale. It's nice to like put things down and find them there the next day. It's nice to put something down on the ground and not have to clean it right away out of consideration for others. And I'm not a slob. I don't like seeing dirty things around. I like to have my place clean because I'm thinking about the potential of someone but also just for me. But things are never perfect all the time. I do, there are certain areas where I may slack, but like cleaning my bathroom, which is probably the most important part to clean. But it does get done, trust. I do feel like I'm very grateful for this opportunity to have lived here and everything I learned here. And I'm glad my parents got to have sleepovers here with me. That was fun, and they will continue to do that until it's over. I don't know. I'm happy. I'm grateful. I think it's great. It's gonna get better. Things are getting great. Things are getting better. I don't know, guys. I've been on this close to crying this whole video. Just bring water. But I'm okay, and I'm going to be great. And I already know that this is going to be one of the most spectacular years ever for me, because when we start this low, we already know, the amount of times I've broken down the last month has been insane. I don't recognize myself. But I'm taking care of myself, and I'm getting better, and I'm doing everything necessary to get better. So yeah, that has been my journey with living alone. Although a great thing, a great opportunity for anyone who's able to do it. It is not, I don't think it's the way humans are meant to live. I don't know. Having community, living alone is great. Having community around you super close is best. People don't even have to live with you, but to have community so close is great. But yeah, I think the problem was I grew up in a house where the door was always open and people walked in, and there was just so much happening, and it felt chaotic, and not in a bad way. It was a good type of chaotic, but it was still chaotic, and I just wanted to know where my things were at the end of the day. And yeah, all right, well, that's everything I had for you in this video. Thank you for listening. I hope that maybe I was able to, I know this is a very very niche conversation, I think, because of how specific I got, but yeah, I mean, this is just my experience and I'm just sharing it. But if you feel even a little bit similar, then just know that it's gonna get better, and the lessons you learned are worth whatever the heck you went through. It's all worth it. It's all great. And I give thanks to God for all this. The job I have, the house, the car. I give thanks to God for all of it, and I think it's amazing. To more, and to the one day beautiful home I'll have in the future. Okay, ciao te amo. Bye.